I think we're in like the most exciting time ever in technology. There's like health tech stuff, AI. You have like wearables, construction. I think aviation's a big one because this week was a big moment for supersonic planes. There's this company called Boom Supersonic, and for anyone that doesn't know, supersonic planes were really big in 2003 with a plane called the Concorde. Basically, it can cut flight time in half, so you can like get across like the transatlantic instead of 6 hours in three. The potential of them was huge, but they ultimately got banned because they were very loud. They go at the speed of sound, and so as they're going, you hear like a boom boom like constantly, and not when you're on the plane, but underneath the plane, like in the world. And so it was causing like a lot of distress for people. So they got banned. But this company and this founder is bringing them back. And they just had like their first successful test flight. So obviously still very early stage, but a big moment. And I'm very excited about it. Hopefully it means that we'll get better aviation tech.
It's almost like you're at Ultra and you're just hearing the drop.
Hopefully with this one they fix the sound, but the previous one it was like a very consistent boom boom throughout the entire flight. It was getting to the point where it was like disrupting civilization, and it was also very expensive. But now hopefully it will be less loud and then also more like cost efficient. And NASA's also working on it at the same time. So I feel
Okay.
like we have like two major players. But right before this podcast we were talking about like how do you cover a story like this when it's
Yes.
like very exciting but also like not 100% concrete.
Where do you lean, right? Do you lean toward person on ground does not like noise? Or do you go, what is possible if we cut that time in half? What are the capabilities, possibilities? It's, I guess, how you fall on the optimist pessimist scale too, right?
One of my favorite things that I think about is like, what would this look like if it went well? And I think it's like really important to have both sides, but I think that there is, especially with tech, weirdly, like a lot of negative coverage recently. Where like SpaceX will have a rocket launch, and then they'll be like, SpaceX launches rockets. Neighbors are mad about the sound. And you're like, how is that the takeaway? Like we just caught a rocket in midair. Like this is the coolest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like really important to have that journalism too, because obviously like tech will affect every single person
Oh
in like
yeah.
very very big ways.